Our love and passion for the outdoors started at a young age. This is something we have been dreaming about our whole lives. Uncle Steve, Tyler, and I are from Michigan and are known for our crazy adventures and stories. We have an unbreakable bond, one that has helped shape us into who we are today. And this is our story.
Got up in the tree. I literally was taking a look. All right, so here we are back in Kentucky, and as you've seen in episode 2, The Broken Curse Part 1, things really didn't go our way. Tyler and I were hunting out of a ground blind, had an opportunity at a world-class buck, but just couldn't put it together. But you know what? That's part of hunting. So we put a game plan together with Uncle Steve, which it is finally nice to see you on camera.
Right, here I've been hunting with you guys for 2 months now, and they've never let me speak before on camera.
It's like you've been locked in like a cage somewhere, you know, and then, now we're just like, you're like a beautiful butterfly. We're just going to let you do your thing now, you know?
So, can fly.
So we got into camp early September, and
it was hot.
Yeah, super hot. Like we're talking in the 90s, and we're about to go out bow hunting. And the first day in camp, we noticed that there's some awesome cliffs behind us, and so we're gonna lax that first day, you know, do some cliff jumping, and then it's time to get to work. So I know you had gotten some permission on some private land.
I did, and when I came down, I had talked to some of the local farmers, and I ended up meeting this really nice family. They kind of accepted me and took me in under their wing, and I was able to hunt their property. It was really awesome.
Yeah, so that's super cool that, you know, I had that opportunity. And Tyler and I were doing our own thing. You were doing your own thing. We ended up having to come back multiple times, but one of us ends up getting it done, and it was a solid hunt.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's day 2 here in Kentucky, hunting a completely different set. We've got a creek bed that's over to our right over here, some thick grass. We know that they're bedding down there. We have a food source tucked in about 150 yards into the wood line here. And all fun and games today, but it's time to get to business and do what we love, and that's to put deer on the ground. So hopefully we can get it done tonight. So, change of plans tonight. We're gonna do the ground and pound. We're sitting in this pop-up blind, and we got a high grass field surrounding us, and we got a crop field to our right. Deer, we have one lane in front of us, about 25 yards away. It is freaking hot. pushing 95 degrees in here, easy. We're sweating our butts off. We got crows literally everywhere. There's probably 50 crows out here. But we got a nice buck in this area that I nicknamed Tombstone. And we're hoping that he comes out. And if he does, we're gonna get it done. So we're gonna continue to sit here and sweat our butts off. And in hopes that big boy steps out.
So it feels like 95 degrees in this tent right now, and if you know me, I'm a preparer. I like to have everything organized, ready to go, and because it's 95 degrees, I feel like I should have some water.
You mean have some water or steal some water? Because what
water.
happened is in camp, the water coming out of the faucet's dark brown. Nobody wants to drink it. We've got a bundle of water and we can't find it. And I'm trying to find water to pack in my backpack.
How many did you drink that day?
I didn't have any.
5 bottles.
I'm sitting here drinking out of the river because he's stealing all the bottles. So we're in the tent and it's super hot and I'm dehydrated. Someone needs to come rescue me.
And I give him a sip of my water bottle and he takes that much.
Not even close.
And that's what started this whole conversation.
So he's just stealing all the bottles of water, hiding them in his backpack. I ask for a sip and he gives me a tiny sip. You know, oh, I'm out of water. Let it alone, he's got 4 or 5 probably still hiding in his backpack. But just to keep the cameraman happy, got to do whatever we got to do to keep you happy.
Who packed the water?
You did because you stole the water.
I stole water.
So good. Dude, you drink all my water all the time. You drink my pop of water. You eat my snacks. Are you kidding? I have to bring snacks and shit. There was no bottled water at the cabin. Be smart. Be a failure. Nobody was drinking from that faucet. That does not look like the water from the faucet. Water. You're telling me that was not faucet water. You're lying. This is faucet water. Everybody was wondering where the bottle of water is when you took them all in. It's gonna be too much. It just watch your shirt. It's not gonna let me zip it anymore. Here it goes. Let me catch you.
All right, so at this point, we had been getting skunked. The temperatures were extremely hot. I mean, they were in the 90s. We're hunting in our t-shirts. Might as well be in shorts and flip-flops.
Okay.
So we ended up going back home, and we set some plans to come back. Tyler and I came back. I know you came back.
Once with you, yes.
Yep.
In October.
So multiple times. We came back in October multiple times. Had a couple good encounters, but rather than just showing multiple hunts, getting skunked, we're just gonna get right to it. Steve, the property you were hunting, I mean, it was starting to come alive.
Yeah. So now we're back in November. So we're into the pre-rut, just about into the rut time, and the bucks are starting to cruise, looking for does. Things are starting to happen. We'd went around the property a couple different times, just looking at where the pinch points and funnels were, and we found a couple really good spots. Then they started combining the corn, so they'd cut like maybe 40 yards of corn off the end rows, and that's kind of where we ended up. We ended up finding that spot where the deer were feeding. Some bucks were cruising in there.
And finally, you start having multiple encounters. And
multiple bucks,
and then finally you connect and get on an awesome Kentucky buck. And he does something crazy too, doesn't he, after you shoot him the second time?
Yeah, it was quite the evening. We had got up in this tree and they just started funneling into this corn. It just got done raining. So it was super quiet. We got into our slings, and I looked down, and at 20 yards, there's a doe feeding underneath us in the cornfield, cut corn. So it ended up getting pretty crazy.
Your cameraman couldn't even get settled in.
Yeah, we were not.
You guys are already starting to film. He's trying to hook himself in, and he's filming, and just camera's a little shaky there.
Yeah.
But what matters is that was an awesome hunt. You guys got it done, and what an experience. And
it was.
What a hard trying times in Kentucky this year, because we hunted so much, more than we had originally planned to hunt there. But,
absolutely, we were going to be there maybe twice is all.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So, but we put it all together, and we'll definitely be back. So.
Absolutely.
So.
All right. Well, we're back in Kentucky. We got in last night, got some rest this morning, and then we're heading out this afternoon. We've gotten skunk down here so far in Kentucky, so we're gonna try to figure out how we can change that today. So we're getting out there. Alex is going with me. We're gonna sit in the saddles and find a pinch point that we've seen in the past. A lot of deer funneling through, and we're gonna try to sit on that tonight and see what we can come up with. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens.
day 8. We've been grinding it out all week long. Chris and Tyler are in Missouri right now hunting as well. It just got done raining, so super quiet out. I'm pulling all the camera gear up into the tree, hand the camera to the cameraman. He looks down and there's a small deer funneling in right underneath us. Well, they started running around a little bit, looked back, paused, and here comes this big buck. And I look at the cameraman, I'm like, it's go time.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
Kentucky, you just smoked it.
That's unbelievable. You gotta look at this with the setup right here. Alex is videoing here.
I didn't even have time to set up the camera arm.
No, we were looking to try to get the camera arm set up. We had a big doe come in 18 yards, started feeding. She kept looking back over on this side. Oh my gosh. So we're all slung in up in the tree here. And we're getting ready. And we're stay steady with the camera.
I'm trying. Here we go.
So this buck came in from this way, from our right. And he was grunting at this other little buck in front of us with the doe. And he got up to about, 22 yards, something like that. And I got the draw and I was holding like for 45 seconds. And I was just kind of holding there. And he was facing straight on. Then he turned slightly. And I didn't know whether or not to shoot or not. So he turned just a little bit more quarter and two. I let her go. He jumped just a little bit at the release. And I hit him just a little bit far back. So he ran over there and stopped at like 62 yards. I unclipped from my tree, clipped to Alex, walked up this tree limb, hooked to his tree with my sling, slid down to this branch, and just throttled him at 62 yards. So Kentucky, loving it. Loving it. It's been awesome here. This is one of our last days. It's, our 8th day here, maybe?
8th day, I think.
8th day, yeah. And just crazy. We've seen a bunch of bucks, a little bit of chasing, and just tonight, this buck, he was coming out to look at this doe that was in front of us. So just a blast hunt the whole way around. It's been a riot. So Alex, I'm glad you were hanging with me the whole time, and it's been really cool. Yeah, it's been a blessing. All right, guys, we just hit the ground. We took our time getting down this big tree because it was super wet. It just got done raining, so we slung in all the way down, got our steps out, and we haven't even gone to see what's going on over there yet. So I see the arrow out there about 22 yards. We're gonna go get that and then follow the blood trail. So stick with us. Let's do this. Definitely hit back. I can see a little matter on the arrow, so I know it went like through one lung and probably liver, stomach even. Got out the back there, so. Get put in there. A little bit of mud on there too. First blood. Oh. First blood there. This is the second shot. Well, he was standing here for a while. Second shot. Here. I got a mark right there, and then so he went through here. So we're gonna hop this. said, I got hair right here and here, so jumped right in there somewhere. Maybe he went over that hill right there. Oh, I see Illumina. Yeah, he drove off of this. He's laying down like that, dude. I can see him. He dove off that cliff right there. I don't know, it's 60 yards to him right now. I can see the knock.
We're gonna have a drag, baby.
Yeah.
Dang.
Pretty rugged drag out of here, but
We're gonna go get him.
yeah, let's follow this down. It's like Colorado. Yeah, we can get down this. Gonna take it nice and easy. See. I think you're gonna have to hold my bow here for a second. Or I'll put it right here for a second. It's like a 10-foot drop right here. I'll hug this log. There we go. That was 30 feet. We got 30 more to go. I see him laying right down here, boys. Yes, sir. There's an entry hole there. Oh, yeah. Definitely a 3-year-old. What a beauty. I gotta pick him up and see what he is here. Oh yeah, beautiful 8-pointer.
Oh, beautiful.
What a beauty, huh? Nice. Really, really nice buck. God, we've been working hard for that one. And definitely been a blessing. Whole trip been a riot. And we had some close encounters the last few days. And something about today's rain, boy, just turned them on. They just come out of the woodwork tonight. This was the 3rd buck we've seen. But yeah.
Today, yeah, 3rd buck we saw today. Like an hour.
Yeah. Just this last little bit here, he's... Wow. Big body on the thing. That first shot hit nice. Just, that's what we're here for. Shooting good whitetails.
What's going on?
Hey fellas, Uncle Steve here, coming at you from Kentucky.
What are you doing?
I'm hanging in the woods, evening, just got out of the tree, walked down, picked up an arrow actually while I was on the way.
Oh, you found an arrow?
Yeah, I found an arrow. It had a little lit knock on it, and it was connected to this guy right here.
Hey! Awesome, good job, man.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, here we are, guys. We're here on the 12th of November, just wrapping up here in Kentucky. Ended up getting this nice buck, 8-point last night. I told Alex, I'm like, here comes this buck. He points the camera that way, and here he comes, just stiff-legging all the way. The rut was just starting, so we knew it was just a matter of time and just spending some time in the woods, and we'd catch up to one. So yeah, we did last night. Super excited. Well, we're actually quartering this thing up, getting him all packed in, put him on ice, and we're headed to Ohio right now. So who knows, maybe this evening you might see us sitting in a tree in Ohio. So stay tuned and keep trekking out there, guys.